That was quite the little adventure we went on.
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of it.
Well, someone's feeling lively.
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
Is this the so-called legendary instrument?
Actually, I think it's one of the freight train parts that I was using for a sword.
I'm sure anything will be fine. We should take it.
I'm not so sure. How's this?
I see.
Great! Huh? Hmm?
Agreed.
Darling.
can't believe you managed to shoo off that irritating bard.
Had we brought him along... would have livened up our journey considerably.
You know, maybe you're right. Could have hit it off.
Yeah, and the two of you could be irritating together.
You finally made it.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Remind me again what... We're all getting soaking wet just to find some fishing hole?
Some things are better left unquestioned.
But
What?
Something wrong?
no, not at all. Gee, I wonder where that fishing hole could be. Ow! Take it!
All disasters may come. Here I go. I never miss.
Did you hear it now? Orochi's Fury! Infernal Punch!
Dance in the Arch Shield. Air thrust.
Come and face
Pain
me!
between heaven and earth.
Orochi's Fury!
Leave the enemy's hearts to me.
Burn in hell!
No complaints here!
Orochi's Fury! You're mine!
You make quick work of it!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was improving.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
There's always room for improvement.
Way.
You're mine! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
First aid!
Ignite!
Water, hear my call!
Orochi's Fury!
Insect should stay on the ground. They got me flanked!
Sword Ray
Here's a
Alpha!
healing arc!
No escape!
First aid!
I owe you one!
Lightning orb!
An astral art?
That is my cue! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Shut him down!
Sword Ray
Hold on to your
Alpha!
heart! Watch it! Here I come!
Soaring Light Spin! This one's all mine! Ignite!
By the power of water! I'll heal you all!
Shattering
Lightning
pieces!
Attack! Here's a healing arc!
Orochi's Fury!
Now I'm in the groove! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here, thousand gales! Here you to trade!
Orochi's Fury!
Armor won't sit! Now I'm in the groove!
Radiant Dance now!
Light Burst 4!
Radiant Genesis!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Orochi's fury!
Not on my watch. Healing
War
soul.
dance!
In a bind, do it!
These things really get on my nerves.
Not today!
What?
I'm not done! He's got fire!
I've got this. Let a master handle it.
All yours! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again!
Go no further.
Take this! Orochi's fury!
I'm like bait to them.
I never stay.
Take this! Ah! Orochi's fury!
That's freaking
Sword Alpha!
That's freaking something. Not on my watch.
Do it! Orochi!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
I'll heal you all.
The enemy wields art too.
You'll soon see about that. Healing circle. Attain the tree.
Marcher!
I'll fix you up.
Orochi's
A
fury!
wailing banshee of lightning.
Burn!
I'll cover you.
Orochi's fury!
My savior.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here we go again.
Air corruption. You get the death.
Rising
By
Sun! You're mine! Orochi's fury!
the power of fire. Do it. Astral energy. Full throttle.
A flawless victory.
Here we go again.
Naturally. Primed and ready.
Plasma shot!
Aid.
Do it! You're my
Astral energy.
Say no more.
I still got a ways to go.
Little help.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Lunar
Orochi's
corruption.
fury! Not a chance.
That fun is driving me mad.
Blazing sun!
This is it. A wailing banshee of lightning.
SD airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you. True astral energy.
Say no more. They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
This cavern is surprisingly big. Not to mention nice and cool, too.
The way the light from the glowing stones reflects in the water, it almost feels like a dream.
What, this damp and slimy place?
No
I'll
choice.
heal you all. All
Orochi's
disaster
fury.
dead. Come forth,
smash
healing,
you.
healing circle.
Not today!
Watch it!
Here I come!
Blind freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you
They're
take
all
care of them?
coming after me.
sooner said
I'm
than
coming,
done.
Manuel.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
There you go! I feel like me again.
Astro what?
That's my cue.
We barely managed to turn that
Shut
battle.
him down.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Here's a healing photon blast.
I owe you one.
Step back. This one's all law.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Damn it! Eat dirt!
Not in your dreams.
Denied! In a bind?
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them.
Well, someone's feeling
I'm sorry
lively.
to be a bother.
We've all got enough.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm stuck. Let a marksman handle.
Finish!
Get on in.
All yours.
Now,
Feeling's magic is mine.
you made quick work of it.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
A comfortable win.
An opponent like this should be easy.
None shall escape my judgment.
Eat this!
Here I come!
Shiny
Orochi's
supernova.
Try harder!
Mine.
Stop! Talon Hurricane!
Okay, here I go!
Water.
Shot!
I never miss. Leave the enemy's
One,
arc
come
to me.
on! Soaring light
No
spear!
complaints here.
Rising Falcon! Orochi's fury!
Do it.
Not today! And try harder! You're mine!
Talon Hurricane!
Healing circle.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Freezing
Orochi's fury!
I can carve through armor!
Not on my watch.
Far enough!
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
I've been doing really great lately.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
I'll take you all on. The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Go
Orochi's fury!
I'll finish you here and now!
Sword Lane down! I could do without this pain.
Air healing circle.
Should have messed with me!
Airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
The enemy wields
Bullseye,
arc
Shion!
You'll soon see about
Get out of my sight line or you'll get hit!
Right, sorry, thanks.
Here's a healing hurricane.
Okay, here I go.
Annihilation.
Soaring light spear! Rising trident! Infernal Torrent! Here I come!
That freaking does it! There you go!
So much for shooting this
butt.
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Take this!
Leave the chargers to me!
Surfer knuckle. Confiscated.
Denied! Take this!
Healing circle.
Orochi's fury!
Now you see what I can do!
Do it! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
My turn! Here I come!
Here.
Do it! No
Raging
escape!
cascade.
You're mine!
so weak.
Quit pushing yourself and get behind us!
Now!
I'll be right in front of
Astral energy!
Say no more!
We won that by a mile!
Forgive you!
Here I
All
come!
disasters made
You
one!
picked the wrong fight!
Where are you going?
Take care!
Do it!
Ferocious Fury! Dragon Shout! Burn! We did it!
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever. Looks like it could be worth something.
Hey, look at that enemy!
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret these.
I never miss!
Air confiscated!
Far enough!
This one's all mine!
Here's a healing art!
Eat dirt!
Hit!
I can carve through armor.
First aid! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Dance in the
Not
wind!
here!
Air
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
We should be able to cook here. Alphen, do you understand what's on the line here?
What?
The fish, Alphen. With all these Zoogles around, nobody can give them a good home. Namely, my stomach.
Shion, we can't rush this. If there's a big-time Zoogle waiting for us, we've got to be prepared.
You've got a point.
We can't let some dumb Zoogle beat us. Not with these fish at stake.
I'm pretty sure we're all in it to win it here.
Easy peasy. I knew I could handle it.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Hey, do you have time to talk? There's something I need to ask you.
Of course. What's up?
It's about the doll I used to have as a little girl. I gave it some more thought, and I still don't remember actually receiving it from anyone.
You were so little. I don't think it's that surprising you've forgotten, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That doll was so old, I'm starting to think I just always had it with me from the start. I know that it's extremely unlikely, but after last time we talked, it got me thinking. Maybe you brought the doll that child made with you to Lenegis.
I couldn't be.
Are you saying you didn't? Look, logically speaking, I know it's a lot more likely that you didn't bring it with you than you did. But you can't say for sure you didn't, right? Crazier things have happened. I always thought I'd be alone. only to end up meeting you and Law and Rinwell and Kisara and Dohalim. Sometimes things happen in life that we never thought possible.
You make a good point. I left everyone and everything I knew behind 300 years ago. But now, I'm not so alone anymore.
Exactly. You crossed all those centuries to find all of us, so...
Why can't a little doll have made the same jump too?
Right? Look, it's up to you to decide if there's any meaning behind all of this. But I choose to think there is.
Yeah, I think so too. There's something beautiful about the whole thing that simply can't be denied.
I think it's time we go to sleep. Did you get enough sleep?
That Zoogle looks tough, but...
I think we're game for it, yeah.
So this...
He's the one who polluted the pond!
Consider this payback for all those fish! Go for the weak point!
You're mine!
Watch this! Let me help.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him
It's
down!
raining blobs of slime. Gross! I'll take out as many as I can. What do you I never fit.
Now you're talking! I'll smash you! What's this? In a vine?
No escape!
You get the gist.
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out! You get the gist.
Almost there!
His heart requires complete focus.
You
got me in this fight.
Plasma shot!
Ready!
Rip and tear! Try harder!
Oh,
No!
starting win.
Eat dirt!
Now, you all! Not in your dreams.
Nothing not going right there!
I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my art do best. Law, you alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Got it!
Prepare to be
Now's our chance!
It's over! Orochi's fury! I'm not done! Now I can let loose!
Armor won't stick. So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! Orochi's fury!
I finish you here and now!
Sword Rain Alpha! Orochi's
Divine
changing
Strength!
tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do. Stay focused!
Not here! Orochi's fury!
This one's mine!
You see what happened there as you crossed me.
The enemy is going all out!
Eat this!
Seal!
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge!
There you go. I feel like me again.
I could do without this pain!
Eat this! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Savage roar!
Now I can let loose.
Rotate Fury! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Ah, here I hope they'll let me go.
No, I mean, you're even better than... I've never seen Keon actually look flustered.
Lunar blast!
Take it!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Manuel.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. Water, this one's mine.
Here through!
I'll heal you all.
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Got it!
Well done.
Rotate Fury!
This one's all mine.
Rotate Fury!
Freeze and wind!
Thanks.
Air thrust! Ice tornado! Away! Let me help. First aid!
gonna need more than that.
Air thrust! And a jet! Mega roll!
Rotate Fury! Ignite!
Flame of fury! Photon flame!
We've almost got it beat.
It's getting weaker!
Rotate Fury!
Do it! Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Now!
Raising!
They can't lay a finger on you.
I prefer it that way. What about you?
Just watch and see.
Here I come! Rotate Fury!
Talon Hurricane! Air thrust! Back into the lava! Escape inspiration! One more! If it's in the sky,
gonna need more than that.
I'll heal you all! Gusty nail!
Rotate Fury!
Healing circle!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Ready!
Rotate Fury!
Dream! Back into the fray!
You require a hand.
Mega ray!
Now you see what I can let
Rain
down!
storm!
Not today!
Can't get out of this!
Do it! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
No way!
Looks like the little guy had a trick up its sleeve.
There's always something bigger and slimier.
You're mine!
Seriously.
Rotate Fury! Crumble!
Searing flame!
What's all mine?
It looks like you got this one covered!
Nothing gets by me.
Glacial spear!
Now or
You
never.
get the test! Freeze Lancer! Sealed! Here's a healing art! First
In a
aid!
bind?
Here I come! No escape!
Hold on to your art! Here I come! Let the marksman handle this! There you go! No one you going!
Ignite!
Light astral energy! Plasma
Rotate
wall!
Fury!
Let me help! Freeze Lancer!
Sword Rain Alpha! Rotate Fury!
Here goes! Help confiscate! Go!
Take it all hard! Rotate Fury!
Hey, wait.
Take it! Hold nothing back!
Dance in the wind! Air
All
thrust!
mine! Burn in hell!
It's finished!
Let's do it!
Rotate Fury!
Let the marksman handle this!
Sword Rain Alpha!
The picturesque one's mine!
Rotate Fury!
Stars of light!
Eat this!
Rain down!
Sword Rain Alpha!
It's go time! Hegemony flare!
Talon Hurricane!
Now you see what I can do!
Not in your dreams!
It's on!
No further.
Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Big one's up to something.
I don't want to know what else it has in store.
Let's smash it to pieces before it can show us!
Quite. Okay, here I go.
The enemy is going all out! Hear me!
Let's do it!
Water! Hear my call!
Here I come!
Where are you going?
It's over!
Break it down!
Here I come!
Here, let me help!
Inspiration!
First aid!
I can do this all day.
Wind
Eat
astral
take
energy!
this!
Alright!
I'll tear you apart!
Solar blast! Chinese supernova! I'll heal you all later!
Stay away from my friend!
Healing from...
Rising sun! Try
From
harder!
death's abyss! What would I do now? Hasten! Here's a healing! Thousand gales!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Tornado!
Eat dirt!
Inspiration! Hold on to your arm.
I can do this all
Here
day.
I come!
Orochi's Fury!
I'm ready!
Sword Ray Alpha!
Here goes! This one's mine!
Watch it! Armor won't save you!
Amazing.
Rising Falcon!
Wind astral energy!
Almost there!
Oh, close enough. Take it away, Law.
I thought you'd never ask.
Nothing!
You require a pen.
Orochi's Fury!
Here goes!
Can't get out of
I won't lose. Not now, not ever.
now. Come on, roll now!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop the down?
Blah, blah, blah.
Turn to ash!
This one's mine. Weak now. Not on my watch.
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
I'll heal you all. Lightning to death. Thunder.
Pieces!
None shall escape my
Is this it?
All yours, Kitara!
All right.
Sure.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Huh? What?
Oh, wow!
You dummy!
Good grief.
Ugh, I feel so gross and sticky after that fight.
Tell me about it. We better hurry and get a bath and laundry going ASAP.
So at this point, it's safe to say we've beaten all of those things that we saw flying out of the wedge, yeah?
Yes, there were 4 lights, so that should be all of them now.
They put up a good fight, but we beat them right back down again, huh?
Weren't you even a little scared while we were fighting them?
A little.
But we still managed to beat them with our own hands. That's what matters here.
Yeah, exactly!
I do hope that really is the last we see of them.
Each one seemed to be unique and correspond to a different element. I doubt there are more of them running around out there that we don't know about. Wouldn't you agree?
Why did you look at Dohalim when you said that?
No big reason. I just figured I stole some of his usual thunder by explaining it. I know how much he loves to do that.
You know him well at this point. Oh. Oh. You know... Great! Yes!
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Okay.
Okay.
Good one. Good.
All right!
Good grief.
We have truly borne witness to a striking example of female. Nation this day.
Yeah, You said it.
Can't be.
I guess...
Great! We've reached our destination.
I always loved this. Sound of hammers banging away.
That can't be. No.
Oh, wow!
Hey!
Uh-huh.
Oh? Why? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah!
You dummy!
Whoa!
And then she has to come along and...
Hey. You're... Looking a little red there. You working up a fever, or...?
You dummy!
What did I do?
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegus? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegus.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renin. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegus and the Renin homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegus?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegus who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegus. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Shion? Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? Shion. Shion!
It's your thorns? But why?
You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Xion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Xion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first. But ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Xion!
Kaufen?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Kaufen.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Xion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Xion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Xion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys... You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it. Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her, no matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for I guess